listening to Goof on Radio with Rich Giordano.
My personal belief is that there is very compelling evidence that we may not be alone.
There has been and is an existing presence, an ET presence. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to change reality.
I believe, as do the other folks that were on the flight, that when we visually saw it, that it was something not from this world.
Goof on Radio.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Goof on Radio with Rich Giordano.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
Goof on Radio.
Remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
You're listening to Goof on Radio with Rich Giordano.
All right. Welcome to Goof On, everybody. I'm your host, Rich Giordano. We are live on Saturday night. It is June 17th, 2023. How are we, everybody? Glad you can make it here on a Saturday Night Live special right here on Goof On. I thought, what the hell? I mean, I'm not doing anything else, so maybe we'll talk a little bit. So what else are we doing? That's what I wanted to talk about. You know, I touched on it yesterday and the day before, and then you heard it from other people, and maybe a whistleblower or two mentioned something about false flag, alien invasion, you know? Man, are we? That's the question I've been thinking about. Like, why now? Why are we doing all of this again? When Lou got here, remember when the videos came out in 2017? That was, I'm not going to say the first time, but that was the first time. It was like mainstream media on another level. We've never seen anything like that when Lou got here. And now it's happening again after a significant 11-month layoff of basically nothing going on. There were some things, you know, Arrow, and we heard some other, you know, more Wilson Phillips, Wilson Davis documents and stuff like that. That story just won't ever die. It's so important, that story, to people. They got to have it. Dolan needs that story too. He needs that to stay relevant. The hell was on my nose? We just had an incredible bout, which is still going on, of thunderstorms. 65-mile-an-hour winds, lights flashing on and off. The gym power went out, then it came back on, but I was already outside and captured up. I got everything on video. There was hail, wind, tornado warning, severe thunder and lightning, severe. Can't wait to show you the video. I don't know if it's got to transfer over, but I don't think it's probably going to be Monday by the time. Let me see if it made it over. Nah, this morning's sunrise was pretty cool, but no, nothing for tonight. It might pop up while we're talking here, so I'll check later on. It was like I've never seen, only in Arizona when we had the monsoon seasons and that big downburst from the thunderstorms brings all that wind. That's what just happened here. But it lasted forever, like 45 minutes straight. It was just unreal. So I've never seen anything last that long. So I cut my workout in half just to videotape 30 minutes of this storm, and then I had to come home and get ready for the show. And 25 feet from the cover that I was under into the rain in my car, which was right next to a handicap spot, so I didn't have far to run. But you'll see how soaked I got. It's like I jumped in the shower and then jumped back out. It's pretty cool. You guys know rain, but I don't. I moved to Arizona when I was 10, 11-ish. And, 43 years I lived there with only 4 to 7 inches of rain a year. We just had that in a few hours. We get 56 inches of rain a year. I thought it would be more than that. This area, Tampa area, Spring Hill-ish, 56 inches. Sounds like a lot, but it's late. All right. So thanks for hanging out. We can do a little bit of roll call. Yeah, who's this guy? Matt, 2112, with a $5 super dono. Matt, thanks, man. Way to kick off the show. We appreciate those at this hour. Thank you. Yeah, because GoofOn is supported by you guys. So all the links are in the show description if you want to help support Truthology for Matt, 2112, thank you. We call those super donos when there's no emoji sticker or no comment. It's a donation with nothing, a dough. Thanks, Matt. Matt, 2112, throwing it down hard on GoofOn. It sounded worse than it was. I'm sorry, Matt. Thank you. Mucho gusto, generoso. Let's get this show started. Shall we? Got a lot of stuff to go over. I'm just going to go until I can't go anymore tonight. That could be an hour. It could be 3 hours. I may invite you guys on if you want to. Maybe, I don't know. We were going to do roll call? Come on, roll call anomalies and the real deal. How you doing? Easy_E021. Giddy up. Welcome to the show. True Cyborg. Welcome to the show. Lisa M. Hey, new picture. I like the hair. The hair looks good. The eyes are popping, sister. Sapphire Elf. Bro, look at your eyes. Damn. What's up, Mystic? Welcome to the show. Intergalactic Angler. Welcome to the show. Lady Cymbeline. Hope I said that right. Welcome to the show. Yeah, video image quality poor, but content quality super. I agree. with whatever it is you're talking about. Are you talking about the Las Vegas? Do you know that story will never die, ever? We're going to talk about that right away. There's new stuff to talk about. People really believe the cops were real. Because Greer said, they probably wear masks. Maybe he was saying that tongue in cheek, but, Greer doesn't lie. What did I just say? I didn't mean it. What did you? Me? You. Paul Galvin. Are you uploading it? No, I'm not uploading. It's live, baby. Check your internet. Hey, Sean, welcome to the show. Nobody else is complaining. I looked on my phone and it's coming in really good. Hey, everybody. How's the stream for you peoples? Is it good? Can I say something to that? Do you know, Paul? Every time I watch Amy's show in the morning on my phone, it's blurry. But when I put it on my TV, it's sharp as... I bet you're on your mobile. Mine does the same thing and I hate it. I hate it. It's not cool. I don't know why. Every show I watch on my phone is blurry when it's live. Every one. Every UFO show, I've even Theories of Everything, if I put it up on the TV, it's clear. It's weird. Yeah. A lot of weird things with casting. Like that, things just don't, screen mirroring, as some people call it. They call it casting now. Anyway, I understand, bro. No, I'm not. It's just the way it is. I'm sorry. I know exactly what you mean. Humans Awaken Woof. Hey, welcome back. Good to see you, man. Nice. Welcome. Den Bub, how you doing? Very nice to see you. Den Bub, you are a true Goofonian, thick and through. Chris Rogers, what do you say there, 2 a.m.? I know. I'm sorry. It's 2 a.m. I got to do what I got to do. I got to do what I got to do. It's only 6 p.m. for people in the United States on the west side. So it's still early. It's only 3 p.m. in the afternoon in Hawaii. So what's up, Tim? My man. You're so funny. Hi, Maureen Young. Long time no see, saw. Good to see you. I saw you. Just kidding. Hey, Origami Sensei. Yeah, right. 1999 video quality, for sure. Why is it always that way? That is so true. Why is that? All right, we did it. I can't believe that. That was insane. It's very rare that we go down like that. We did it. I can't believe that. See, that wasn't too bad. It was only a 5-minute delay, right? Well, I was saying thank you to somebody for their super chat, Jeanette Angel, and I thank you for that. Doppler Radar for $2 says, please list my pronouns. It helps feel welcome. We don't do that here. You just call me, I tell you what, I'll play along. You can call me Dick or Balls. Yeah, there you go. You can call me either one because my name is Richard. All right, there you go. $2 Doppler Radar. Nice to meet you. Bad Boy Channel throwing down $10. Good evening, Richard. Thank you. No pronouns here. Just call me Dick. Richard. Richie. Thanks, Bad Boy Channel, for the $10. Good to see you, man. It's been a few minutes. Very happy to see you. Very happy you're able to help support the Goof On because now you're stuck in this family. Those who donate, famlate. Thanks, Bad Boy Channel. I hope I just made myself clear that you can't leave the family. Doppler Radar. You can be mad because I joked around about the pronouns, but you can't leave Goof On. Capiche? All right, let's get this show going. Thank you, Duck. Chicken. Damn it. Hey, Marvelous Marvin, how you doing? William Bridges, giddy up. Raging Against Machine, Yahoo! JP Space M's here. Hutch Hutchins made it. All right, let's get started. 12 feet tall, giddy up. Oh, shit, that's right. All of my show just... Oh, no, please. Oh, it worked. Oh, good. Hey, everything's working. Yeah. All right. So let's start off officially, since we had the power outage. Thanks for waiting it out. I am looking at the my internet connection still a little bit weak. Oh my God. Oh! I thought scared me, Bad Boy Channel. I thought that was the first one you sent, and I saw it coming up on the cell phone broadcast. I'm like, whoa, that's really behind. But it's a new super chat. Another $10. Thank you, Bad Boy Channel. It's been a minute, bro, but glad to see you. Glad to see you. Oh yeah, I'm doing this because my microphone's in the way. I got to fix everything tomorrow. Tomorrow, the green screen may be a thing of the past. I'm seriously thinking about finishing the studio after 2 years. I got to paint it. That's it. Thanks, Bad Boy Channel. Glad you don't do that pronoun stuff either. There's no room. We can't spend time talking about. We have bigger fish to fry. And you can't leave the family. All right. Thank you. I wanted to start off talking about the update on the Las Vegas thing, because that's what I was starting to say. How they're saying that the police are real. It's not what Greer said, men in masks, and for some reason they got rid of 16 minutes of video, but the family, that kid Angel, isn't talking to anybody. He's petrified of the aliens, he says. I'm going to pull up some more quotas here. I got to open up each single thing again on my Twitter. Oh, geez, come on, Rich. It's not my fault this time. Power went out. People still talking about how the atomic bomb, interdimensional, brother. Somebody brought up John Lear. We got to talk about that, about the Vagine case. This is real. It's a good one. Okay, that's not there. Oh, no. Oh, good. I thought I wasn't able to get to my emails. Here we go. Let's see if this is it. I think this is it. Page not found. Oh. Whoa, they took the story down. No way. About the cops. They are trying to hide something. That's crazy. No way. They took down the story of a retired cop talking about the Las Vegas incident. It's not here. Wow. And that was from Defense Scoop. I'm looking for it. Wow, it's gone. Nothing here on the UFOs at all. That's amazing. They're trying to stifle this story. Here it is again. Here. I may have found the former law enforcement officer. I was smart because I opened it up in two different places. Thank God I had a brain earlier today. Doug Papa. Not a joke. He's a former law enforcement. He gives credence to Las Vegas UFO alien story. 40-year investigator says it is not a hoax. And the witness is terrified by the 10-foot tall alien. And then I think there's more to this here. Another historic extraterrestrial event. Happened on May 1st. Beep, ba-dap. We know. Oh. Both the police and the news, and let me pull this up so you can see what I see. Huh. I don't know what's going on here with this picture. I'm going to read it for you while you can read along. I just find it interesting. The story's never going to go away. Numerous sky watchers across multiple western states observed a bright fireball streaking across the heavens. Around the same time, a police officer captured footage of a colorful object on his body camera, and a nearby Ring camera recorded an unusual sound resembling a crash. On May 1st, 23, LV Met Police Department received a distress call. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. One of the witnesses, a 16-year-old teenager, Angel, beep-beep. They described the creatures as large, ba-ba-da, 10 feet tall, boop-ba-doop. The footage, albeit blurry, captures the intensity of the event and supports Angel's account. He highlights specific moments in the videos where the creature is barely discernible but clearly present, further validating his claims. Let's see. Is this a new video?
The best of my abilities. This is not a conspiracy theory. I'm not making this story out for clout or fame.
Clout.
I just want to tell you what happened to me and my family.
Clout. Who says that?
And I know some people are not going to believe this, but each person is different.
We are. Thanks, Angel.
So this is what happened to me.
He's so advanced.
Keep in mind, this is midnight and I'm fixing a truck in my backyard. At this point, I'm only with my brother and I hear something fall from the sky. I turn around. The only thing I see is a big light falling from the sky. And moments after, I feel a big impact and a...
Did you hear what he said? We're going to analyze this. He said, I heard something fall from the sky. First of all, how did you know it was in the sky if you just heard it? Then he says, I turned around and saw the bright light. Is he just using what he knew he saw when he turned around as the story of what he heard? Because the way words matter, details matter, my friends. He says, I heard something fall out of the sky. That is something you don't ever hear. Can anybody agree with me on that? I have heard, rocket. You don't hear anything fall out of the sky. You know what I mean? So how would a 16-year-old know? It's an interesting way to word that, because then he says, then I turned around.
I turn around. The only thing I see is a big light falling from the sky. And moments after, I feel a big impact and a bang, sort of like a big impact fall. And me and my brother looked at each other, and we were scared. But when the impact happened, it was sort of like a shock wave.
He's reading.
Like an out-of-body experience. So to say, when I tried to look at the object, it was all blurry. Not my vision, but only the backyard area.
Not my vision, only the background. So whatever the technology these aliens had was blurring everything around it. Yeah, that's interesting. You know, I have to admit, as being around this field for 2 decades and hearing so many different stories, knowing about David Wilcock and Corey Good and a host of other people who are real grifters in this field, this is original. You know, it's an original story. He said he felt a thud, like something hit the ground. Now, if it was an alien spaceship that hit the ground, you would think there might be some debris or a bigger impact or an impact site. There wasn't. So maybe it's a coincidence. Or maybe the UFO had something to do with the meteor. Maybe it was redirecting it. Maybe it made it smaller. Maybe it took a ride on it. Maybe the UFO malfunctioned and somehow was in the vicinity. I don't know. Because that object that we all saw, I'm not going to go looking for clips. Everybody knows what everything looks like. Let's just be on that. All right, I'm not going to go crazy tonight. But everybody knows what the light looked like. It looked like it was a meteor, not a UFO, not strange lights. No, very common for a meteor, very common. So then you have to think, was this kid lying about it? There's the interesting video that we all saw the other night. I don't know. I am going to tell you, I truly don't know. But I feel like we're being duped. I do. But then again, it's a very strange story. It's a very strange story. I can't figure it out just yet. And Angel's not talking to anybody. And you know what? I don't blame him. But he owes everybody an explanation. More than, well, do we? Do he? Does he? Does he owe us more of an explanation than what he's already given? Because he gave it. He gave his testimony. Now we got to live and die with it.
So here's the video.
I have never heard a meteor in the sky before. I don't know if that's what it sounds like, but it does sound like he said, like it sounds like something fell out of the sky. So hearing that made me realize, okay, all right, I give him that. It does. It sounds like something fell out of the sky. It does.
So when that happened, the only thing I can see in the backyard is a tall creature, probably around 8-10 feet tall, very thin. So I called my dad.
I find it very strange that his emotions are so cool, so in check. But this didn't, he did the interview later. You know, he didn't do it that night, I don't think.
He went to the backyard and he saw.
Which means he had plenty of time to come up with the story. God, this is so weird because the cops showed up. He made a call to not, I can't, oh, I'm going nuts with this story. Let's just Go through it.
Saw the same thing, the same creature I saw. He told me to go inside the house. At this point, we all freaking out, me and my family.
All right, I can't. I just can't. It's getting me angry. I can't. How many times do we have to listen to it? I just can't. So let's just hear what people were saying about it. That'd be a little easier. Las Vegas police installed Listen to this. Here, I'll pull this up. And maybe we'll go back to that. I don't know. The video started playing already. There's an ad that comes with this video.
What he does is they have a network of
just so you know, it says here, Las Vegas police install cameras on home that reported aliens. The police. Family afraid for their safety because of an 8 to 10 foot alien creature, they said, that were not 100% human. I don't know what this video is, but I think this is the witness talking to the cop about the alien. Might as well. It's only a minute. I'll play this. You assist his ass. I already pressed it. Go.
Good. Tired.
Yeah. Okay. I called. I was on the other side. I was helping my dad to clean the.
On that side of the house.
On the other side, yeah, in the backyard. So we're working on a truck. We work on a truck and we were checking. Okay. So we're working. I was cleaning everything, putting everything inside the little garage we have.
Mm-hmm.
Me and my brother, we just
looked. Did you see it?
Huh?
Did you see it?
Yeah, me and him saw it.
What'd you see?
It was like a big creature.
A big creature?
Yeah, like around 10 feet tall.
I'm not going to BS you guys. One of my partners said they saw something fall out of the sky too, so that's why I'm kind of curious. Did you see anything land in your backyard, or?
They see like a big. That's what they say. They see like a big something with light.
Can we go that side? I want to
stay together. Yeah, we can go look.
You can see that.
No, any dogs or anything?
No, please, can you check because this kid is not gonna let me sleep tonight.
Now remember, this happened May 1st. The cops showed up 38 minutes later. Kid's a little more excited, but very calm. For a 16-year-old seeing two 8 to 10 foot tall aliens and a UFO crash in their background, seeing a blurry image. He's just way too freaking calm. And I know everybody's different. But why does this kid look familiar to me? It's almost as if I had a premonition of this. It's weird. I see this kid and I know I've seen him before. This is very strange to me. I think we're going to find out that this was a hoax. It's like this happened. I'm having deja vu, like really strong all of a sudden, just now. That was weird. Yeah, it's like all of a sudden I just felt like this happened, deja vu. And what happened in my memory of my deja vu is we found out that this kid was a liar, that it was all made up, and everybody gets mad. Yeah, it's a whole to-do, and then people start losing faith in stories now. That's what happened in my deja vu. What do they call it now? Mandela effect experience. That's what I just had. I can't help who I am. I am a wanderer. Go.
Oh, yeah, I bet. I wouldn't be sleeping either. Dude, people see stuff all the time, man. It could be real. You never know. By the way, I like the shirt, though.
Thank you. I don't believe in it, but what I saw right now, I do believe in it. I got scared. Like
you guys don't. I mean, you guys seem legit scared, so I don't.
Kid acts pretty good. I mean, he's acting legit to me. I don't see him lying. Doesn't look like he's lying. But I don't like the interview he did with himself. To me, it's too staged. But he still looks like he's telling the truth. But just reading it, this is a good one. We'll have to keep an eye on. I'm not going to keep talking about it all night because we spent a lot of time on it. But that's the update. These cops helped put cameras in. Police are watching the home that reported the tall, skinny aliens. Here's the article. Body cams from officers are in the air. Police body cams from officers in the area caught a glowing green light streak across the sky. Beep ba doop. Family called 911 between the hours of, from April 30th through May 1st, midnight around there. Since then, Las Vegas police installed cameras on top of their home because the family is afraid for their safety, police said in an emailed statement to Fox News Digital. That's after the initial contact with Las Vegas MPD, the family at the residence reported they heard noises in their yard and were afraid for their safety. We offered to put cameras up to help ease their concerns of someone coming to harass or harm them. Officers responded to the call that night but didn't find anything. The now viral story about the alleged aliens and subsequent police camera installment was first reported by Doug Papa, a Las Vegas-based independent investigative journalist who broke the story on his May 22nd podcast. He posted this image on his Twitter page. The video camera surveillance system with the wireless transmission link that I recorded at the home on May 19th must have been a mirage or a figment of my imagination, if the Las Vegas Metro Police are to be believed. Nice install, Tass. Papa, who typically focuses on corruption and has written extensively about the 2017 Las Vegas massacre, told the New York Post that he's a skeptic of UFOs, or UAPs as the government calls them now, and aliens, but said he spoke to the family and believes they have some credibility. The mother told me that they came out there and put up the cameras, supposedly to protect the family from people coming to bother them about the UFO, Papa told the Post. So they're scared of people coming on, not the aliens. See how that changed right there? He says people, but they clickbait aliens. God, the media sucks ball bags, don't they? No, we saw this already. I don't want that. But Papa says, I can tell you right now, cops don't come out and put up expensive video equipment up like that. And they certainly wouldn't for someone calling in a report about a UFO. The LVMPD has ties to Homeland Security, although it's unclear whether the camera and the department's relationship with the agency are connected. Ooh, you know what I just thought? Of course, Angel, we would love to put a camera up for your protection. They're going to watch. The cops are going to watch. Hey, Angel, if you're watching, don't smoke weed in the front or the backyard. Unless you got a card or your mother and father's approval at 16 years old. Don't get caught spanking the monkey, neither. Thinking you're seeing aliens out there rubbing it out to the big guy. Don't do that. There's a camera out there. They're all watching. You got to be careful nowadays, Angel. You may got the name, but you ain't got the face, kid. The department's assistant sheriff, Sasha Larkin, is a decorated 23-year-old law enforcement veteran who oversees two divisions that comprise the Special Ops Group, which are the Homeland Security Division and the Investigative Services Division. I couldn't get that out. All right, so the story about aliens, you know, in the aftermath of David Grush, and all that stuff, it did spark a debate about the legitimacy of this kid's thing. This report. The House Oversight Committee said it's in the early stages of scheduling a UFO or UAP hearing, but nothing definitive has been scheduled as of June 17th. A witness to the Las Vegas incident made a YouTube video describing what he saw that night and replayed the 911 recording. I looked at it in the eyes and my body just froze, like having sleep paralysis, he said in the video. He had weird-looking face, big feet, and big, shiny eyes and a big mouth. I can hear its loud, deep breathing, and its stomach kept moving. He would just stare at me, and seconds later, I could move again. That's weird, huh?
We found Sprizzy through a Google search, pretty much. I was looking for a way to market our YouTube.
What are we looking at here? What's 28 minutes? Oh, this is the whole thing. Oh my God, this is the whole thing.
Centennial.
Oh, wow. Well, we're not going to play all this, are we? This is, oh, wow. Let's see what he says for a second. The full body cam. My God, I didn't know this. So far, no good. Okay, so this, you know, Greer said that, you know, nobody can find out who the cops were and all that stuff. But we've got the body cam footage. We can definitely do a FOIA request. I'm sure somebody's already done it. But I want to hear if he says anything, because it looks legit. And that's the cameras they use, the Axon, or whatever you call them. That's their, I know, anybody can fake that. It even has the special tones, the beep beep. All right, let's fast forward.
Arrived destination. I want to give my copy correct. So the victim was supposed to be the K2131.
I'll be the lights on and the light goes the right side. I'll be out tomorrow.
Exactly. TLG. Yep. I think this is real, man. I'm not sure. I think this is all real.
What'd you see?
This is clear footage.
It was like a big creature.
A big creature?
Yeah, like around 10 feet tall.
Because I'm not going to BS you guys. One of my partners said they saw something fall out of the sky too, so that's why I'm kind of curious. Did you see anything land in your backyard, or?
They see like a big, that's what they say. They see like a big something with lights. Can we go outside? I have a big jar in the back. We can see.
I see a cat over there.
No, please, can you check because this creature is not gonna let me.
Do you have cameras?
Right. The footage is real, but there's no alien. What was behind the gate? A dog? Oh, Flojo Tube. No? Really? Oh, I messed up that bad, huh?
Aliens?
Oh no, really? I am so stupid if that's true. I bet, yeah, I think you're right. Greer wasn't talking about these cops. He was talking about the alleged cops who came 2 days later. A sergeant and other. Oh, I'm so stupid. How did I miss that? Well, I made a mistake. I'm human. Thank you, Flojo Tube. Friggin' A, man. I knew it. I knew it was like wrong, because you could easily find out who these cops were. So I missed that whole statement that Greer made. I somehow didn't register. I may have watched that video too early in the morning or too late at night. All right, thank you, Flojo Tube. Well, that makes more sense that it was a couple of people who came after. Something's in my head. I think I remember something to that nature, but maybe it's my ego trying to save face right now. Thank you very much. It's okay. I'm not perfect. All right, so a sergeant and some other cop came a couple of days later to do their own investigation, and that's what we need. We need to see that, and that should also be on body cam, because anytime they have interactions, and if that city provides body cam for their officers, man, maybe not the sergeant. I don't know. Maybe not a detective, maybe who was ever with them. Let's take a look at the rest of this, see if there's anything we can. And then I thought I was done 15 minutes ago. But like I said, tonight we're just going until we don't go anymore.
Where did they go?
Well, they say that. I'm sorry.
That's like my robe.
You have a dirt backyard? Can you show me if there's a...
Why did they do this here? This is redacted and that makes me angry. Wrong. Typical Las Vegas police. So what happened? That's just wrong, guys. That's just wrong. That's wrong.
Hey, did you guys...
That was redacted. That wasn't
Hey, this
paused.
might sound like a really dumb question, but did you guys see anything fall out of the sky? Yeah. We got a call, and one of my partners actually said that they saw it too. So, if you happen to see any, like I'm not BSing you, if you see any...
footage?
No, like if you see any, like, little, well, not little in this case. They're claiming 8 to 9 foot tall green beings that were in their backyard. Sounds crazy, but you never know. Your neighbors, your fine neighbors over here. But again, I would normally discount it as probably not real.
Neighbors right here?
Yes. I would normally discount it as nothing. However, seeing as one of my partners said they saw it too, only reason I'm actually investigating it further. So if you guys see anything, especially in your backyard, please call 911. We'll come over, okay? And we're hoping that it's maybe just some kids pranking or doing something stupid. They said they saw some fall from the sky. They checked their backyard and they saw something with like 8 to 9 feet, no clothes, green-colored men, not human, with like the eyes were glowing and they did not. It was not a human being. So, yeah.
All right. You know.
What's up? Yeah, there's multiple people in this home, so we already checked. Huh?
Do you guys want to watch this? Tell me what you want me to do. I mean, I really don't know. I feel like we've talked about this so much, but some of this is new, but it really isn't. Let's just move on. Okay? That's what I think we should do. Where are the footprints? Right? Why would there be? Yeah, you know, we got to wait. We went over this the other night. So you guys can go back and look 2 nights ago when I had Doc Skinner on with Michael. And we went over this for a good hour and a half. I recommend go there. I'm going to move on. We've got other stuff to talk about. And there's nothing really new here. I could tell I've seen it all. And if I've seen it all, you've seen it all. Let's just move along. Keep playing? You want me to keep playing it? I'll play it. Sure. I mean, if you guys want, I'll play it. All right. Move on. Now I got move on. Put a 1 if you want me to keep going. 2, move on. 1, play the rest of this. 2, move on. Seriously. Real quick. I never do this. You know I don't. I don't know why I did it, but I'm just curious. I need to know where you guys are as far as this story. Are you tired of it? Because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not tired of it. I'm not. I could do this all night. I could talk about this for a while. Move on. All right, I'll move on. I seen some super chats come in. I don't know how I didn't see these when I was playing the videos. Edward, is it Shuffit? Shufat? Thank you for the $5 super sticker. I think that's your first one here too. Thank you very much. Mucho gusto generoso. I've got several, so I'm going to go through these real quick here. Wow, thank you. Black Justin Trudeau. Why are aliens always naked? We perceive them to be naked, yeah. Yeah, why are they? The Varginha one was apparently naked too, right? They could always see the skin. Don't you think if aliens came to another planet, they would have planet suits, space suits, or whatever you want to call them? Good point. I'm just upset I didn't think about that. That's amazing. Why are they always naked? I mean, that's so stupid. You can make a spaceship, violate space and time, but you can't put on a pair of underpants. Talk about free willy, free balling, free society, free civilizations. Hey, maybe we're the only. Think about it. Animals don't wear clothes. We're the only ones that do. That's true. Well, we have to, all right? All right, aliens, you're going to laugh at us for wearing clothes? We have to. Those freaking Anunnaki made us this way. Take all our hair off and our thick skin and thicker bones. Take the chimp out of us and make us more human. How dare you? Thanks, Black Justin Trudeau. Appreciate you. Shane Chatterton. Hey, that's a Canadian 279. Any more of the surveillance that was on house? No, not that I've seen. No, that's it. Just what I saw tonight. Yeah. Thank you, though. Thank you for waiting for me to say thanks. You put that 21 minutes ago. And that's your first here, too. Appreciate that. You know, you can't leave. You can't leave the family. Once you donate, you're done. You're part of the family. You don't want to leave. I'm not saying you. I'm saying everybody. All right, go. You want to go? Go. True be you. That's a $5 super sticker. You're a psychic? Are you trying to connect? I just blocked you. You can't violate my mind like that. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. True be you. Thank you very much. That, I think, is your second one or third, but a continuing supporter of GoofOn. Mucho gusto, generoso, ma'am. Views with a Z. Did you read My Labs? No. No. I mean, I have, but I haven't recently, no. Thanks for the £2 super chat. Should I? Can you send me a link then or something to goofonradio@gmail.com? If it's something I should look at, let me know. Thanks for the super. Yeah. True be you again. I thought I saw you. $2. DNA the fence. Oh, yeah. Because those fingers were touching the wood. And you know it probably put its body up against it and leaned in it. And I'm sure there's footprints on the ground. Angel, you better be doing the right thing, bro. From this point on, if Angel doesn't come up with the footprints from the alien, right? We need to see that. That's like getting evidence. That's trace evidence of Bigfoot. Why wouldn't it be of alien foot? Maybe there's hair. Maybe there's skin fibers. But how do you find it? That's tough. There's got to be some sort of something they can spray. And then it glows. I don't know. Thank you, True Be You. Appreciate that again. $2. DNA the fence. It's a great idea, though. See, they need us to do the investigating. The real people. Not these yahoos. Nobody knows. That's why in every city you need to have a UFO investigator deputized in case of a crash. I'm not freaking joking. Well, that's what they got the MUFON for. MUFON, not GoofOn, dork. Andrea Coran with the $3 super sticker, a continuing supporter of GoofOn. Can't leave the family. I'm just letting people know tonight. Thank you very much. I don't know what that was very strange. Thank you, Andrea Coran, for the $3 super sticker, mucho gusto, generoso. That's what I was going to say. The other night I was sitting here when Michael and Doc were on the show. And I'm sitting here. I've got two little vapors. And I was using this one, right? All of a sudden, I hear like the vape's going off. And this one, I see a little vape coming out of the holes. I'm like, what the hell? So I pick it up and I press the button and it shut off. So I set it down, muted myself. And while everybody's on the show, I sit there and I'm talking to it. I go, okay, go ahead and press it again. And it pressed it again. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, this has got to have a logical explanation. Vape must have dripped because it does sometimes, and it got here and it got sticky. And the button, which you can hear it click when you press it, was probably not depressed the entire time. But my question to you, why did it press inward and start vaping? Twice. I know, I don't have any evidence, but it happened. This has been happening to me at this home, and believe me, I've tried to catch this shit on video. In my other place I did, the shadow figure, we got that. That was pretty cool, a few times even. The orb, which is real. And some other crazy shit. But I have the mute button on my TV. I use the mute button a lot. But sometimes I'll be sitting there and all of a sudden it's muted. It's as if these spirits know the buttons I use to enjoy my life. And they push them. That sounds so stupid. It does when you say it out loud. It does. It sounds stupid. But I think they're just having fun until they attack me every other month. I don't know. Thanks, Andrea. It's just crazy what happens at my place. Still, I don't talk about it anymore because I don't have any proof. But I wanted to tell that one because that happened during the show. It was so funny to me. I couldn't stop laughing. Just hearing myself talk about that. All right. From 2 years ago, Stephen Greenstreet. See, the people in this field, this is the problem that we have. And I said this yesterday, made some people really mad, and I'm not sorry. Because I just talk about facts the way I know it, as best as I know it. And one thing I know that's factual is that everything, except for Greer, but everything that's happened with Lou, the government, Arrow, and so on, it's all done by Democrats. And people got mad that I said that, but it's true. It's 1,000,000% true. And I didn't say anything bad about it to make anybody mad. But I could understand people getting a little bit, because we were talking about how politics is definitely in ufology now. And my beef with it is that there's nobody on the other side. Everybody is on that's why I always say that side of ufology, because that's the side. There is no my side. My side is me. Third phase of moon. I don't know what their political status is, but I know it ain't Biden. I don't know, but everybody that I associate with, that I work with, that they're all on my side of that weird, disgusting, vile political line that people like to use as a weapon. But I used it in a way that was just pointing out a fact, and it made people mad. Everybody, Lou, Travis, You want to go Ancient Aliens, all those people, right? Gary Nolan. They all talk about how much they love their side. And Corbell, my God, Corbell. You want to even get into the weird UFO Jesus, if you want to know, he's one of the echo chambers out there that pushes all this shit. Ross Cuckold. Bryce Zabel. They're all on that side. And what are we getting out of it? What are we getting? Well, at least they're doing something. Let's take a look at what we saw from that side of ufology. Yes, we had a congressional hearing. 2. Horrible. The first one was so bad. The second one made the first one look like it was really good. That's how bad the second one was. From the poor video that they tried showing us for 12 minutes, to the non-evidence, to the repeating of everything over and over like it's a Superman movie reboot, like I said, because that's all this is. The congressional hearings, it's ufology 101, just laying the groundwork, laying the foundation. We got to repeat it so you understand it, because people are stupid and you got to keep beating them over the head with the same things over and over. But they're going to run out of time, and people aren't really paying attention like they thought. So they turned it up a notch recently. But if you look at, we got terrible congressional hearings. We have an Arrow office that sucks, won't be transparent, doesn't get the funding it needs. Way to go, Lou. Oh, it's not my fault. Okay, way to go, Keen. Leslie, right? TTSA failed. We know what happened with that. Thanks, Lou. The videos are bullshit. Papers and trash and balloons. Thanks again, Lou and Chris Mellon. Appreciate all that. And the list goes on. Then you bring up Corbell. Everything he's done, because he's on that side. He's a Californian. He's fully in. Do you see the patterns here? Then you bring in Grush, not a whistleblower, a hearsay blower. It's not even a real whistleblower, for cripe's sakes. Everything that side of ufology has given us has failed. So why don't you do something about it, Rich? I can't. I'm shadow banned. My hands are tied. I reach out to people. Other people will chime in, say, don't talk to that guy. You try to reach out to your representatives. They won't get back to you. That's a bullshit thing. We need to get out in the streets if we really need to do anything. Lou was right about one thing, march in the streets, but nobody's going to want to do it. I know, because I wanted to do it and I didn't do it. You can't just go by yourself. Aliens are real. We've been lied to. Look at my sign. I wouldn't lie. I need 1 million people to come with me. I need the 1 million man UAP march is what we need. But that's my point. Everything they have provided for the UFO community sucks. You want to throw it in? Want me to throw a little, what do they call it? A fly in the ointment? I'll throw a whole section of ufology at you, and it's not even ufology, but they're considering it part of it. Skinwalker Ranch. Every one of those bozos are from that side of ufology, especially the leader, Zeke Fjogel. This is what happens when you don't smoke pot for a day and a half. Well, I take that back. A lot of pot. You don't smoke a lot. I haven't done any since this morning. I got my whole brain working. And it hurts. I need some relief. I need a UFO reprieve. It'll never happen. All right. Green Street. The reason I told you all of that was to bring you to this. Because Ross Cuckold, as I call him, says to Green Street that he didn't release his Wilson Davis episode for some perverse reason. I'm just bringing this up to show you the ineptitude of Cuckold, because this guy shouldn't even be in our field yet. And he comes in like he knows what he's doing. He is one of the worst that I've seen. At first, I thought I liked him because, hey, an Australian guy talking about UFOs left the news to do that. But come to find out, he's in on it. He's part of the problem. He's part of the disinformation. I think everything they give us from that side of ufology is disinformation. Everything. The congressional hearings are bullshit. Everything is bullshit. You don't like it. I know. I don't like that I'm saying it. You think I like this? But it's bullshit. But I'm loving it while it's here, while it's lasting. I know. I'm two people. I'm two people. Let me tell you who I am real quick before you leave. I believe in UFOs. Aliens, I'm not so sure they're here. I haven't seen the evidence, but UFOs, absolutely. And there's something strange going on. Yes. But I'm not going to lay down and just believe everything I see because there's a lot of it. Rich, everybody's talking about it. Something's going on. What? If you individualize each event that's happened recently, the hearings, NASA, Grush, Greer, you separate all those individually, still got nothing. But when all these things are happening in succession, week after week after week, and sometimes day after day, must be real. It's got to be real if they're pushing it. Let me ask you this. Was it real when Lou pushed it? Thank you. Appreciate it. I'll be here all night.
Of the provenance of the Admiral Wilson document. And I'm also very sure that it was written by Dr. Eric Davis in an interview with Stephen Greenstreet on The Basement, which for some perverse reason Greenstreet took down. Because
You see what I mean? Do you see the language he uses for some perverse reason? Like Stephen Greenstreet's some sick mother effer? Like he's perverse? Like he's deranged? Do you see the attacks that they do? Unprovoked. And that's why I don't like Cuckold, really. He attacks people and he does it like that. Like he's some just journalist guy talking. He's just cool, man. That guy is full of himself. Watch out for him. Narcissist on a level 10. He could make Greer look like Greer doesn't really like himself after. You'll see. That Cuckold, some character. You'll see.
Can't get anybody on the record to prove the document, to establish that it is a genuine record of essentially a truthful conversation, and that truthful conversation records actual facts, actual reality, not disinformation. I'm not...
Oh, isn't that ironic? Yeah, that's calling the kettle black right there, whatever the hell that thing is, right? I just said that. I haven't watched that yet. He just said it at a coincidence that I said it. They do that. They project like a Scambian. They project themselves out, and they don't even know they're doing it. When I project myself out, you can see the difference. Oh, I know when I do it. Yeah. I don't know when I'm doing it, but when I watch back the show, I'm like, oh, I was projecting there for sure. Yeah, I really do hate that, or I really do like that. It's funny. Everybody's human. We all have the same traits in movement, body language. You got to believe.
Prepared to assert that the Admiral Tom Wilson memo is for real. We cannot reach any conclusion about them until and if either Tom Wilson or Eric Davis concedes that the documents are a real account of a real conversation.
It's okay for him. But when I messaged him and he didn't get back to me for a month, asking him if he'd like to talk, come on, maybe have a private conversation so I can get to know what I'm about, because I know he's heard things about me. We were on Theories of Everything just coincidentally together. And he says, oh, I heard of you. So I reached out to him on Twitter, didn't hear back for a month. So I messaged him again. Hey, I didn't hear back from you. I was just curious, I want to know if you a little shorter message. 3 weeks goes by. And I say, man, I guess what you heard about me or something like this. I thought you had a strong backbone. I thought Aussie men were strong. You know, acting like a wimp. Why don't you talk to me? And then he blocked me. Didn't have the balls to talk to me. Well, when that proved to me right there what kind of asshole he really is, and scared. Can't talk to us. Can't talk to us. He was told not to. See, they follow orders. They're order takers and script readers and writers. That's what they need. They need that in their lives. Somebody to control every move, every thought, every emotion. Because that's what they are. They're beta males. They don't have what it takes. They were spoon-fed everything. If you look at the debrief, if you look at some of the podcasts that came out over the last few years that somehow magically can get the best guests possible. And I don't know. I've been in this field for 5 years, never seen you before. Nobody knows you, you know, and these people come out of nowhere and they get spoon-fed, right? The best of the best, and their popularity goes up, and people think that they know what they're talking about because, oh my God, this guy's great, or this woman's incredible. It's all a ruse. It's all a big media ruse. They know nothing. Zero. Feelings hurt. Give me a break. Stupid. Jeanette? Oh, you already threw that one down. Okay, thank you. Wait, that was did I say thank you for that. I guess that's another one? 10 pound, 10 quid super dono. Yeah, you did that 11 minutes ago or so. Yeah, thank you very much. The angel of Goofon. Jeanette Angel, everybody. A super dono, too. Thank you. Thank you. TJ, I saw this. TJ O'Connor, $5. The YouTube show Redacted had an interview with, Dr. Michael Sata today. Is that his name? That was pretty good. I don't know anything about the guy, though. Any thoughts? I didn't see it. I'll watch it, and then, I'll talk about it. I love Redacted. I love that show. I'm sad that I missed that. I don't know how I did. I usually I watch them whenever they have a new episode. Thank you, TJ. I'll take a look, man. Sorry I didn't watch it to give you Michael Sata? Why am I thinking that name's wrong? Do this. Let me pull it up. Let's take a look. Here we go. Well, okay. Videos. Oh, yeah, Michael Sala. Yes, I had a feeling it was Sala. Yeah, Michael Sala is incredible. Yeah, let's see what he said real quick. Good idea. Michael Sala, he's like on that level of Greer. Very difficult guy to believe. But he is a supposed know-it-all in this field. You know what I mean? One of these guys that just knows it all for some reason. Thank you for this, TJ. I'm going to play it right now. Thanks for the $5, man. Mucho gusto, generoso. Here we go. This freaking thing, I got to fix this tonight. Here we go. That was a great idea. Thank you. Yeah, I want to see what he says. He's exposing the UFO secret space program. Interview with Michael Sala. This was a few hours ago, so I'm just going to play brief sections of this. Obviously, you can see they play the interview there a little bit. Let's hear what Sala has to say.
Times, Politico and the hill, and that the authors had to run it through the debrief, even though they had previously published in the New York Times similar stories with their kind of rigorous background checking of the witnesses. So, straight away you get a clue that there's some kind of different factions involved in this kind of issue concerning UFO crash retrievals and reverse engineering efforts. And I think what we...
Of course there's different factions. And TJ, you asked what my thoughts were. I haven't watched this, but I know Salah's work. He says a lot of fantastical stuff that's nearly unprovable, just like Greer. Actually, more like Corey Goode and David Wilcox. I'm sorry, Wilcox. Wilcox? Now I'm confused. Is it David Wilcox or Wilcox? But that's Salah in a nutshell. Nice guy. He's one of those, man, I don't know, Redacted, I don't play much of their stuff on my show, but
lots of people coming forward talking about the existence of these crash retrieval operations and that there has been reverse engineering going on. And of course, that's been dismissed and ridiculed all that time. And so now to have such a senior bureaucrat such as David Grush coming forward saying, not only that this is going on, but also that there is a concerted effort by the Arrow office to just ignore that data. And you contrast what he revealed in terms of, these are extraterrestrial craft and even bodies are involved, with the response by Dr. Sean Kirkpatrick to the idea that some of the UAPs are extraterrestrial in origin, and just dismissing that outright. So I think we're talking about two different factions or groups within the government military industrial complex that have opposing positions about how much and when to reveal about these reverse engineering projects.
So two different factions. What do you think are the most?
It's pretty good. That's a good point, Paul. If they don't question the narrative, they're in on it. 1,000,000%. See, I don't understand this. MMT, what does it mean to be based? Gufon, see it without anger and we'll see that you are based. What does that mean? I don't know what that means, based. I've heard it so many times and I've always been making believe I understood what it meant, but I really want to know. What does that really mean? Is it bad? I thought it was a good thing. Can you tell me? I'm not offended. It takes a lot to get me offended now. He meant biased? You think he... No, biased. Oh, okay. Biased. I didn't even think that it might be biased. Yeah, you're probably right. Okay, we'll see what he says. But I've heard based before. Rich is based. I've heard it many times. And biased. I'm not, though. But I'm not. I don't think I am biased. I'll tell you why. I try my whole life, no matter what it is, to look at both sides of everything. When I see and I hear somebody say something, let's say Greer, because that's easy to talk about. I say, great. It's nice that he's saying all these things. It's hard to prove. It's hard to prove a lot of the things that these people say. That's where I get, especially with the secret space program of Corey Goode and David Wilcock. Michael Salla, he says a lot more logical things, but still very tough to prove. And I'm a guy who likes to live in a world where things are provable. And, the more you're in it, the more jaded you get, because you get more impatient with every passing day, every month, every year, that you still don't have any evidence popping up. Yeah, all this stuff is great. But I don't think I am biased. I think I'm fair. I really do. And I know some of you are new here. You don't understand, maybe you don't understand my personality, but I joke around heavily, very sarcastic, but I am as serious about ufology as anybody could ever be. And if you want to call it a fault of mine for having that type of personality where people might not take me seriously, then so be it. I like to have a good time my way, and I don't think it's that bad. But like I saw somebody made a comment of me calling Cuckold, Ross Cuthart, whatever his name is, Cuckold. I don't respect him. Yeah. I don't respect somebody who won't ask hard questions, who won't ask follow-up questions to things that are being mentioned, because I know he's in on it, as it's been duly noted in the chat tonight. If people don't ask the hard questions, I already said it. All right, let's hear what else Salah has to say. I'm going to move up in the dial a little bit here. Just one more thing. I like what he said there. I wanted to know what he was saying about the current state of ufology, and because I haven't watched this yet, I don't know what points to watch. So let's take a listen here. Oh, they're talking about this? Okay. Greer's, this guy, that whistleblower talked.
Various purposes, and that those that witnessed these, because they weren't read in, because they weren't part of the projects, I mean, they were punished as a consequence of that. So I think it's important to kind of point out, there's a lot of other whistleblowers, insiders, who actually have been read in, are part of the programs, and they've come out in the past after retirement to talk about their involvement. One person that stands out is Clifford Stone, who says that he was part of these classified classified crash retrieval operations from 1969 up until 1991, when he retired from the U.S. Army, and so he was directly involved in the operation, so he was read in, and another kind of whistleblower.
Oh wait.
People like JP, this person I wrote about in U.S. Army Insiders missions. He is actually active military, and he is also being green-lighted to talk about this because of agreements between the military and the extraterrestrials that he's been involved with.
I was hoping he wasn't going to say that. You see what I mean? And you want me to buy into that? I used to. Man, I used to. I used to buy into that stuff when I first got into the field. But then I started doing deep rabbit hole dives early on. Like my first 5 years, I mean, you couldn't find me. I was outside or reading something about UFOs. It was insane. I've heard these stories before, and they sound fantastic. And I want them to be real. And, to some degree, I believe some of them, right? But we just can't, just because a guy sounds like he's smart, sounds like he's crossed all his T's and dotted all the I's, sounds like he really knows what he's talking about. He's selling. All these people are selling. They're selling themselves. And I didn't say anything about Salah making money. Didn't say anything about anybody making money. Anybody's allowed. I used to be against people making money in this field, and I still am. If they're lying purposefully, grifting is what they call it, right? That I'm not for. But you can make money if you're doing the right thing. It's a tough world, man. This ufology world, it's tough. I'll put the link to that redacted interview in the show description so you can watch it. Every video I play that's YouTube related, I throw into the description so you can watch it. And some links to things that I play to. I thought this was a funny quote. Somebody put this up on Twitter. I'm just going to read it. But listen to this. This is really funny to me. It won't be funny to half of some of you. It's kind of wild that people believe in the conspiracy that the U.S. government has NHI/ET craft and bodies in their possession, or did have, but don't believe that Trump is telling the truth about a corrupt political government and their witch hunt against him to keep him from office. Thought that was funny. Thought that would roll that in there. An atomic bomb was dropped on a UFO world. Just to change things up here a little bit. I know. And I know some of you love George Napstein. You love this guy. George Knapp and Jeremy Corbell can't do anything wrong except for, say it, everything. Let's listen.
On UFO world by a veteran intelligence officer, a guy who had the highest levels of security clearances in our government, a loyal, trusted public servant, a military veteran, a guy with an impeccable record. His name is David Grush. Jeremy, we've been wanting to talk about Dave for a while.
I am so excited the world has finally heard what we have heard and known for some time, and that we can openly talk about this. Why were we holding on to this? Let's tell people about.
Sure.
Let's tell people about first, who is David Grush?
God, that I haven't watched it yet. But why is this happening now? Seriously. I really can't figure it out for the life of me. I have no idea. So there's the one option, which, I brought up tonight, the false flag alien invasion. If you look at what von Braun said to his, niece or whatever she was, there was going to be the lockdown thing, and then there was supposed to be, not in this order, an asteroid impact, and then the false flag alien invasion. Things didn't go that. Wait a minute. Wait a cotton picking minute. Was the Las Vegas thing the asteroid and the false flag alien invasion? Was that the last two cards in the deck from Angel? Was that him? Did he just give us the last two cards? So you know what that means. So here's what I think is going to happen. Because I know disclosure isn't coming. It just can't. But now that we have this war going on in Ukraine and Russia, they could really do something with that war and add a little bit of Project Bluebeam into there and have the false flag alien invasion holograms take action. At first, they just see the lights. They're in the distance. It's holograms, right? But people see them. They think they're real. And it starts going viral on the internet. What are these lights watching the war? Are these the aliens? Are they about to do something? And then the lights go out. Then they come back on. And then they go out. And then they come on, but they're much, much closer. And we could almost make out what they look like. They look like discs, kind of. Right? Maybe a tic-tac. I don't know yet. But then somebody somewhere will take a shot at it. And of course, it'll miss. Nothing will happen. But they will probably, if Greer's right and they use those Tic Tacs to smuggle drugs, we're going to use those Tic Tacs in this false flag alien invasion. and start blowing shit up and using the aliens as the perpetrators, having, you're going to see little laser beams or something come out of the hologram looking like the UFOs firing upon something, but it was really a tic-tac going about maybe 10,000 miles an hour. You can't see it because it's so fast, but it'll come right out of that UFO and hit the ground, and the aliens have done it. They started to attack. And we're going to believe, because we're watching it, that aliens are stopping the war, or they're trying to make it worse. So I don't know, but they're going to maybe sneak them in there. That's the option they have right now. They have it all set up. They got the war, right? We got it. Now you just got to inject the aliens. That's it. End the game. You can have your false flag alien invasion and stick it right now. It's all set up. I thought they were going to do something during the lockdowns. Like they were going to project something in the sky, like this is the end times or something. Because, everybody's at home. What better time than to have everybody at home watching TV, and then all of a sudden that alert comes up. Emergency broadcast system. Your city may be under observance from an alien being outside of this universe. Whatever. Galaxy, whatever. Can I dream? I would love for that to happen. And we wouldn't know. We wouldn't know the difference. And then because it's a hologram, it won't be perfect, right? What if there's clouds or smoke and shit and it makes it look different? Everybody's going to say, the aliens have a force field around them. That's why they can't shoot them down. It's a hologram. Just an idea. Or all of this really is disclosure. In the slowest drip form possible. This is disclosure. So I'm going to play this. This is from Kurt Jamungle from Theories of Everything. Apparently, Kurt announces this AI tool that's going to help analyze UFOs. Have you seen this? Let me play it. That's kind of cool. I think this is it right here.
In a more efficient manner, or how can I help with that? Why not use the cutting edge of machine learning and integration of a large language model? They're strewn across several servers and hard drives.
Hold on.
In a neutron star. All right, now on to the announcement. A machine learning website which was inspired by John saying that he has a multitude of FOIA documents that aren't indexed. I wanted to create an app that actually uses the latest AI to crawl through his documents, but there were problems. John said that there were millions of pages. I remember thinking, there's no way, John, they can be million. No, there are millions of pages, and they're extremely large. They're strewn across several servers and hard drives. Remember that this is 26, 27 years of John's life. Keep that in mind. All that I'm doing is that I'm coming in and saying, hey, John, your documents, you've gathered them for decades. Some are searchable and some aren't. You had so much intensity and stress, and you had ardency placed into these documents, the retrieval of them and then showcasing them. Why not showcase it to people in a more efficient manner? Or how can I help with that? Why not use the cutting edge of machine learning to bring that to more people?
If you have any examples, if there's anything that you could send over that you've seen on my site that you feel is kind of representative of what you feel would be used in such a model, I would love to help. I just am not 100% sure if those documents would be worthwhile to you. So anyway, I'll stop blabbing, but hopefully that gives a little bit better of an impression. I'm around tomorrow if you want to chat. I'm driving right now, if you can't tell. I'm going to pick up my son and then heading over to my daughter's school for a dance recital. So daddy duty's kind of kicking in. So anyway, I look forward to hearing from you, and I'll hopefully talk to you soon.
All right, now at this point of the conversation with John, I said, hey, I'd love for there to be an integration of a large language model with your PDFs. Why doesn't this exist? Then I thought like, hey, I have some coding skills. They're not terribly efficient, but why not try and create this myself? So then what happened was I ran into certain hurdles. Like I was watching videos on here's how to chat with.
All right, you're gonna have to watch the rest of that. I'll put the link to that in the show description. I'm allowed to play it. I just feel like there's a lot, and I just don't think we've got the time here for this. Let me see, run it another 20 seconds or so, 30.
With your documents. And I thought that this would be what I need, but it's more like, here's how to train a large language model to mimic the style and some of the knowledge, but not precisely of the documents. And I wanted it to be factual. I wanted it to cite specific PDFs if you ask it a question. A question like, what types of metals did the US government find at crash sites? I wanted to bring up, well, here document number 3 says this, and here's a PDF that talks about this, and it shows the excerpts, not just surmise or confabulate, which large language models seem to do. Then I'm like, okay, this is...
Oh my God. He's going to do all that? To 1 million plus pages? I know, I was thinking, hey, we got Google for that, but no, not for John Greenwald's or the Black Vault's archives of all his FOIA requests all over those 7 years that he's done them. It's a lot of work. I'll put the link to that video in the show description, maybe so you guys can watch it on your own. You know? Hey! Come on. What? Truth or disinfo? What do you think? Don't you think it's funny? UFO Jesus has a show coming up. Truth or disinfo? And Monday it's coming out. But look at what he's doing. Disinfo. You could thank me for that. I've been on making comments on Twitter. Just telling everybody, disinfo. Pretty sure, but I think we get into his head a little. Not everybody believes this is real. That's the weird thing. I don't either. Because like I said before, Lou failed. But he got everybody talking about UFOs. And that's the one thing Jeremy Corbell thrives on. That's what he keeps saying over and over. It's the conversation that's important, but not evidence. Oh, come on. Oh no, what happened? I don't see my my photos. When the computer, when the power went out, oh, there it is. It's a different color. I wanted to see if the storm came through from tonight. No, but more videos came up at least. Let's see. Just real quick. I just want to see some. Oh, yeah, it looks all right. Tomorrow, or I'm just going to make a video and show you guys. I'll do that. I've got a few videos I've already got out that I need to put out for you, for the members. This was this morning when the sun was coming up. Just testing out the new camera. Come on! All right. Jesus, forget it. I'm not playing that game. But anyway, tomorrow we'll take a look at the storm. That was pretty intense tonight. I have never... I mean, I have, but not in Florida. I've never seen rain like this. It's different in Florida. This isn't it. This was from today. We had some good amounts of lightning and thunder now, and all of a sudden it stopped. I remember this. Yeah, I'm not going to play that. It's boring. All right, let's get back to work. Shall we? Here we go. I got a lot of stuff to talk about. Just a reminder that David Grush alluded to the fact that people might have been murdered over the years in order to keep the UFOs a secret. You guys know that, right? Murdered. I'm going to play this video. They're calling it a Tic Tac shape, but I am so disgusted. This is from Think Tank on Twitter. I'm not saying to avoid Think Tank, but Think Tank gets things wrong way more than things right. This is why I am needed. Just so I can call this shit out. It says this is a Tic Tac. I got to tell you, what do I say that every Tic Tac is that we see? An airplane, right? Because it is. So watch. Like, you don't see that? You don't see the wings? The tail? Yeah. And the other wing you can't see because of the angle, Nimrods. An airplane as a Tic Tac. I love these people. You can even see the flashing light once in a while over here. That is just unbelievable. This guy never understands the angle of the airplane is what matters. It's not a Tic Tac. And why would a Tic Tac just casually float above these people, right? There you go. Nice airplane. Unbelievable. It's disgusting. It really is. It's disgusting. That guy, see, that's the problem. Try to keep those people out. You got to let people know. It's wrong. You're not getting it. You know, I don't know if we talked about this yet. How sneaky Logan Paul is? Maybe I did. Do you know he was saying how he has that video? The best UFO video ever. Do you know how he got that? He stole it, more or less. But here's the story from James Fox, who was part of that. Listen. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Logan Paul takes a Mercedes with a bunch of guys and $100,000 in cash, a big brick. And he goes out to this guy's house in the middle of the desert. And Logan calls me in the middle of nowhere. He's like, "Are you sure your contact's legit, dude? My phone doesn't work. I'm in the middle of nowhere. I got $100K cash in my pocket. And I can't find this guy." I said, "No, I'm sure he's good, you know?" And so Logan goes in there and meets Chuck Clark. And Chuck Clark's like, "Yeah, I got the tape right here." And so he says, "I'll give you $100,000 for it." And the guy says, "No way." And so Logan Paul has got a button camera on his dress, on his clothes. So Logan Paul's like, "All right, well, this guy doesn't want to, he's going to die with it. So let's get this thing on camera." So Logan's like, "Well, let me see it at least." So Logan looks at it with this thing and, "Oh, could you show it to me again?" Gets another angle, and then he leaves.
So you know what he's going to do? He's supposedly holding on to this video until the guy dies. What a shitty thing to do, though. Smart, but shitty. I wish I thought of it. The guy turned down $100K cash. But Logan Paul has it on video. He doesn't even describe what it is. What do you think? That a good thing that he did that? I think it's good. It's shitty, but it's good. Why wouldn't the guy just give it up? That's the thing. Is it going to kill? Is the guy going to get killed over it? Did he steal the evidence? That we don't know anything about it. All right, I'm going to break up the intensity tonight with a funny video. I love this video. A lot of people say, Rich, these aren't real. They're real. Why does everything have to be fake? Why can't anything be real in this world anymore? This is funny, and I think it is. It's 100% real. It's just fun. Have fun.
Instructor for today, would you like to call me Christine or would you like to call me Mrs. Martin?
Mrs. Martin is good.
Very nice. It's your first car?
Yes, I bought this.
Very nice.
My kind of place to stop because you don't have a seatbelt.
Why do I need a seatbelt?
It's the safety thing. Safety thing. See, I could get sued if you get hurt. Or what you
You have money or what?
No.
Listen, lady.
Yeah.
Enough of this shit.
You're sorry.
That is so good! Oh my god, yes! You know you like it!
That's real. That's not fake. That's funny. Utah, of course. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of sports. Yeah. Fan of sports. Do you guys know what the Yellow Book of Ebens is? Do you want to hear one of the coolest grifting stories of the day? You have got to hear this. Now, I like Linda Moulton Howdy Doody Fresh and Fruity, but she's worse than Greer. But boy, does she sell better than anybody. Linda Moulton Howe is one of the best at selling stories. I'm getting hammered with another storm right now, so if everything goes out, we'll be back, hopefully. But all right, I gotta play this. She makes me want her in the worst way. There, listen.
I have received valuable insights from two different government agency men. I
course.
asked Sherman if he had personally seen non-human technology. He said he had held an Eben device called the Yellow Book. Words on its screen glow yellow, and three-dimensional images can rise up like the Princess Leia hologram communicator in Star Wars.
They call it the Yellow Book. I have to stop for a moment and catch myself. That is just so stupid. Oh, and of course, it's just like R2-D2's.
Sherman said those three-dimensional images in the Yellow Book come from the Eben's ability to, quote, capture time and play it back, close quote. I'm talking about literally capturing time and playing it back. The Ebens, he said, access and manipulate time streams and even have most of Earth's planetary evolution preserved in a Yellow Book technology.
It's good ripping yarn. And I wish I could be a part of that. I really do. I wish I could just open up my mind so wide that it just all critical thinking and logic just fails to stay in there. Everything turns into fantasy land at that point. It does. To live in Linda Moulton Howdy Doody Fresh and Fruity's world has got to be very, very difficult. To literally have the words that she said to come out of her mouth and say it with such conviction that she believes it and believes it wholly. Like, I don't know, man. I get a little when I hear Linda Moulton Howdy Doody Fresh and Fruity talk like that, it gets me right where I live. I tell you it does. I tell you it does. It's exciting. Can you imagine a book that has pictures that pop up? Oh my God, never thought of a pop-up book. They've had those since the 60s. Unbelievable. Huh? Oh, those were cardboard pop-ups back then. Yeah, I know. I know. How about Tim Burchett pushing for more transparency, huh? Let's take a listen to this guy for a couple of minutes. No, I'm not doing Burchett. Nah, we've heard of all of Burchett's stuff. We don't need to go to Burchett. All right, I like this. You guys like this. I hate this. I'm going to play it and tell you why. I like a lot of things, but this one is just a little bit off. And I want you to follow along here. What day are you born? You might have certain abilities depending on the date you were born. Do you hear what I'm saying? It's numerology. Listen to this. This is a crack up. I almost laughed a lot.
People who are born on the 5th, 14th, 23rd are the most attractive people in the world. Go on Facebook, put in those dates, and you'll see it with yourself. It's very simple. See, that's the thing about numerology. I always wondered why some people were rich. Now I understand why. They're born on the 28th or they're 8th. I always want to understand why some people were actually really funny. Well, people born on the 3rd, 12th, 21st, or 30th are the funny ones. Chris Rock, Roseanne Barr. People born on certain dates have certain abilities. If you're born on the 1st, you're good at arguing. If you're born on the 5th, you're good at talking.
Did you hear the bullshit that guy spitting out? Chris Rock and Roseanne Barr, 2 people he names. I know he's got a very short time. But you know how many celebrities there are? Do you know how many comedians there are that have similar birthdays? Do you know that numerology's bullshit? Sorry, it is. Because he goes, oh, if you're born on the 5th, the 5th, the 5th, the 12th, the 23rd, and the 31st, you're going to be an attractive person. Well, but I'm attractive and I was born on the 23rd. 2 and 3 is 5. Oh, so is 1 and 4. Oh, I didn't know that. You mean I could have been born on the in April and I still could have been a good... You're getting it wrong. So silly. I find numerology the most hysterical thing. To me, it's like pareidolia for numbers. That's exactly what it is. You can make numerology fit into anything, but one thing numerology can never do, and these guys are all great at it, these numerology speakers, they're always good at after the fact. They never predict shit with their numerology. It's always after the fact. Oh, of course 9/11 happened on that day. Oh, look at this. Yeah, why didn't you say that a month ago? Should have figured it out. Oh, numerology. It's like astrology. Do you know if you go from this galaxy to another one, all the constellations change? Now what are you going to do? Well, of course they change. You're in another galaxy. It's a whole different energy over there. Don't you get it, Rich? Don't you see? Open your mind, not your heart. You're too emotional, Rich. You need to open your mind. Open your mind. Okay. All right. I'll open it. Now I'm going to play you this. I'm going to open it so much, I'm going to believe in this clip. I'm going to open up my mind so much that I'm going to believe in this clip. Oh, yeah.
The reptilians cause a crisis. That's their pattern. They create a crisis, and then they come in and say, that's terrible. How did that happen? As if they don't know. They were the ones who did it in the first place. But they don't tell the people. And then they say, well, we can take care of it for you, but sign here.
You know how stupid that sounds? They're all powerful and smarter, and we're their slaves in creation, and yet they got to play games like that to get control of us? How stupid!
Now, the reason they do that is there's another group that's very active in the solar system that we call the Galactic Federation of Worlds, which is very positively oriented. So if Americans sign an agreement with free will, allowing reptilians to have a large underground city presence under, for example, Area 51, which we did a huge study on Area 51.
Shut up!
The Galactic Federation of Worlds will say, they did it themselves. We can't interfere. We can't interfere with their free will.
That's the same thing as saying, oh, well, it's your fault. You invited Dracula into your home. No wonder why your family's dead. Your fault. It's just stupid. So funny. It's amazing all the different veins that are attached to ufology, spirituality, religion, politics, ufology, ghost hunting, channeling, numerology, astrology, tarot card reading, runes, Reiki shit. I don't know. I'm running out of things. What vein do you want me to be in? What vein are you comfortable in? The media blackout on the whistleblower story is real, by the way. You know how the News Nation interview with Grush was taken off the channel? It's happening all over. Nobody's getting in trouble or anything, but they're just removing it. And while mainstream media covers the Las Vegas story ad nauseum, they have been silent about the stunning admission by whistleblower Grush, which is weird. Many journalists have been interested in covering the story, but they've gotten shut down from the top down. Congress is starting to respond to Grush's claims, which is quite newsworthy. So why isn't it being covered? Right? Well, this guy from Breaking Points has an idea of why there's a media blackout on Grush. So let's take a listen. I never ever played this channel before, but I enjoyed what he said. So here we go. This is from Breaking Points. Alien UFO whistleblower stonewalled by media. Let's find out what he thinks.
Next topic, UFOs. Had to shove this one in there just because it's too good and there's so many developments. So let's back up a little bit. As I outlined actually to RFK Jr. when he was like, are you aware of this whistleblower? I was like, brother, who do you think you're talking to here? Yes, we're aware. Dave Grush, the whistleblower, has come forward from the intelligence community alleging that there are multiple alien spacecraft inside the U.S. government possession. Okay, so that interview has already come forward. It's been over an hour long. That's been released. I encourage everybody to go and watch it. That's on News Nation. It's on their YouTube channel as well. Many of the Senator Gillibrand also, who has been a real leader on the topic, says, quote, I have no idea. I'm going to do.
So it says here, Warner says there's been a lot of incoming. Here, let me pull it up. There's been a lot of incoming, frankly. I just need to find out more information on this. We've heard these accusations before. Let me get some information first. Hawley says, I'm not surprised necessarily by these latest allegations because it sounds pretty close to what they kind of grudgingly admitted to us in the briefing. It's not good. None of it's good. I think we want to go to get to the bottom of this. I think it's disturbing. Gillibrand says, I have no idea. So I'm going to do the work and analyze it and figure it out. We need to just look into whether there are rogue SAP programs that no one is providing oversight for. The goal for me will have to be a hearing on that at some point so we can assess if these SAPs actually exist. So if there are SAPs out there that are somehow outside of the normal chain of command and outside the normal appropriations process, they have to divulge that to Congress.
Do the work and analyze it.
McCall, House Foreign Affairs, it's a legitimate issue on both sides. We just want to know if we've been seeing UFOs that are not man-made, is what the article said. But I don't know. I mean, that's a good question for the chairman. Gates says, Matt Gates, I've seen evidence of craft that I'm not familiar with any of our allies or adversaries or even our country possessing. And Senator Schatz says the allegations themselves are breathtaking. It could be a game changer or it could be a crank. I just don't know. Well, that's kind of what the media and some people in Congress are saying. So let's continue on. I'm interested to know why there's a blackout on Grush. I think they just want more information on all the things he said. It was outstanding. Secondhand, though.
And figure it out. We need to look at whether there are rogue special access programs.
I already read all that
oversight for
on purpose.
Out in order to cover up what Gillibrand is alleging there, which are unique special access programs that the American people have never been notified about, and nor do they have any oversight of, including of Congress.
Yeah.
This is kind of gets to maybe why the Pentagon can't pass any audits. I'm not saying that this isn't just it's just UFOs, like that's the entirety of it. I'm saying things are designed in such a way such that assessing and auditing and taking an actual note of where the money is going is probably to the benefit of several black programs.
That's what it is there. Interesting. The black budget program. So this guy seems to know what he's talking about a little bit. But this isn't mainstream news either. This is Breaking Points, right? Yeah, I never heard of him till today.
Here's a little bit of the background. Why did the New York Times, the Washington Post, and Politico not publish the report that was brought forward outlining Dave Grush's allegations?
True.
So as they lay out, Ralph Blumenthal spent 45 years on staff at the New York Times. Leslie Kean literally, wrote with Ralph Blumenthal the 2017 story on UFOs that debuted in the New York Times. Why did they turn it down? Well, according to Charlotte Klein, she's a media reporter over there who spoke with some people behind the scenes, the Times straight up decided not to publish this piece, Crystal. They just decided, nope, we're not touching this. They tried to report it, but weren't able to get to the bottom. The second thing is the Washington Post is denying. They're like, we didn't turn it down. They're like, what it is that we were reporting it out. As in, they had accepted the piece, or not accepted it, but they'd looked at it and they were like, well, we want to hammer this out. We want to ask some more senators and stuff about it. Well, what Leslie Kean and Ralph Blumenthal are saying is that the reason why it ended up here in the debrief is that Politico, the Washington Post, and the Washington Post did not want to allow enough time, or wanted to allow way more time to add more context and facts.
Right.
The issue is that Grush's identity apparently was beginning to leak out in the UFO community, and he was getting contacted by some interesting people who were out there. And so,
yeah, Greer, Corbell, Stratton, bop, ba, da, ba, da. I'll put the link to that in the show description. You can watch the rest. We get it. We get it. That wasn't a hard one. No, I'm not fist bumping. I am trying to get the focus back. And that's weird. Here we go. I guess that's not 100% clear. Come on. There we go. That's good enough. What time is it? Dude looks worse than Nancy Pillow-Eyes? Pillow? That's an interesting one. All right, here I'll play this. This is part of the show tonight. I didn't play it yet, but I am now. This is from Ardo Fricks. But I am concerned for a second here. Well, that's really strange. All right, I'll do this one. Now, that's going to be for tomorrow. I'm going to do that. Nope, I have to do it now. Multiple witnesses report seeing fighter jets engaging with UFO in Michigan. A dogfight with the UFO. In Mich. Again. Hold on. Just looking at some stuff here. Okay. The second phase of disclosure is what Dr. Sala was saying. Got it. Oh, here's a new video of the Ring camera. Oh, Brian Yates sent $2. Oh, it needs further action. I don't know. That was from last night. So here's a different Ring camera from the explosion. Let's just take a look. Who sent this to me? Kelly Lewis. Thank you. Really, thank you for sending this, Kelly. Let's take a look. Here's the new Ring cam video from the alleged alien in Las Vegas. And this is the explosion. It's as big and as loud as I can get. I'll make sure the volume's all the way. Go. Oh my God. Whoa. That went down. Watch it. Boop. Right at the end, it turned down. All right. What is going on? Really weird. The flashes. And then watch this. It goes down right there. That's turning down. And then it makes one more turn at the end. Watch. The last second. There. That went down. That looks like a UFO. That does not look like a meteor. Wow. I don't know what to say. Is it? Do you think that? You think it's becoming tainted? That kind of helped. I understand what you mean, Mr. DB Cooper. Because now we're starting to get extra stuff. Another Ring camera. I need dates and everything for that Ring camera too, by the way. How do we know that that's it? Couldn't get this. There's no sound to it. Of course it's going to be tainted, man, because everybody wants in on it. Porky Rabbit, $2. Go Utes. 2 Utes. The 2 Utes, Your Honor. What? What? What was that word? What word? A Ute? Did you say a Ute? No, Your Honor. The 2 youths. My cousin Vinny. Thank you, Porky Rabbit. A $2 super chat. First time to goof on. That makes you a family member. Sorry. But nice to have you, man. Mucho gusto generoso. Porky Rabbit. Porky Rabbit. It's getting crazy. It was a good movie, right? It was just on like a week ago and I watched it again. Anyway, back to this story. That looks like a UFO landed in that kid's backyard. Sorry, just does. We'll talk about it on Monday. Tomorrow's Father's Day. I don't think I'm going to do a show, but you never know. I think I'm making a video instead. Where's my story here? I just had it. Here it is. I was going to use this as the thumbnail for tomorrow, this one, or Monday. That would have been a good thumbnail. Still might be. Well, in a curious case out of Michigan this year, multiple witnesses say that they saw a pair of military jets engage in what they described as a dogfight with the UFO. The intriguing incident reportedly occurred earlier this month and was observed by 4 people in the city of Bad Axe. According to one witness, Christopher Bybry, or whatever, Bilberry, as the group were moving his camper, their attention was suddenly drawn to the ear-shattering sound of 2 jets in the sky above them. They would circle fast as they could, looking intently for something, he wrote to the National UFO Reporting Center. Initially, the group was uncertain as to what the aircraft were searching for, but then Bybry spotted a white metallic disc that was hard to see, as if it was shining with the sun. The witnesses went on to marvel that the fast-moving object was capable of overtaking and outmaneuvering the fighter jets with extreme ease. Bybry indicated that the UFO would pass one of the jets and then stop suddenly and seem to run toward the aircraft and spin while remaining stationary in the sky. Amazingly, he noted that the jets fired anti-missile flares as if they were under direct attack, but this did not seem to faze the mysterious object in the least. The strange show in the sky occurred 3 times, Bybry said. Then the aircraft departed the scene while the UFO remained behind and seemed to circle the area, almost as in a victory lap, before silently departing in the opposite direction as the jets. That sounds like man-made. That whole narrative they put with it, it seemed to be doing this. It looked like it was doing, you don't know the intent. What do you know the intent? Nobody knows. The troubles I've seen. Anyway, that was a story that just came out and was brought to coast to coast. Hey, I think today is it Art Bell's birthday? Somebody said it was Art Bell's birthday. Is it? Let me take a look. It is. It's Art Bell's birthday today. Aww. He died in 2018. 5 years ago. Man, it's already been 5 years. A nickel. Man. Terrible. All right, we got one more thing. One more thing. Couple more? No, I think this is good. Check this out. Just a little bit of Egyptian history.
Learn from the people, the Egyptians themselves, proved to be just as fascinating as the archaeological remnants. Because when I asked them what they believe the origin of the temple sites were in their own backyard, what they told me is that Egypt is much, much older than traditional archaeology has been led to believe. And
much older. I don't know. Everything's hidden from us for a reason, and I don't know why. None of us will ever know, I don't think. It must be, I bet you this. This has been tried before with humans. Maybe the interaction or sending humans to another planet, whatever. I believe the interaction happened and it didn't bode well. I don't know, for us or them or both, but whatever happened didn't last. I mean, we're here, where are they? Are we about to experience something so unbelievably earth-shattering and life-changing that it may be the false flag alien invasion to start it all off? That's the introduction. That's disclosure when that day happens, you know. If it happens. But I don't know why we would need to go that way. Unless we've reached a pinnacle in humanity to where we need to erase everything for the 6th, 7th time, whatever it is, and start over. That's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid of WW3, the big one. I'm also afraid of Yellowstone going off. I'm afraid of the big one in California, although not anymore because I don't live next door. But things happen throughout history, and we are doomed to see those things repeated again, or we're going to repeat them ourselves. But I just believe that something's imminent. Like a major catastrophe of epic proportions. You know when I felt that way once before? That was when Jupiter got hit by what was it, Schuver-Levy, that comet that split up, and it made those imprints on Jupiter the size of the Earth, the cloud, when it hit. But that wasn't for Earth, I guess. That was weird because I remember that. I remember thinking that I kept having these dreams, and I had these dreams in 2016 too, which I never talked about. But you want to know what the kicker was? There was World War III, but Hillary was president in my dream. See, that's what blows my mind. I had a dream. There was an announcement from Hillary Clinton that she was president and World War III was happening. And she came on the television to say power will be cut along the East Coast. And then that's when I wake up every time I hear East Coast, it seems. Now I'm getting this there's a high-pitched noise that's happening. It's not me. It's going away. Wow, do you ever have that in your ear? But it doesn't seem like it was my ear. That high pitch. See, I still hear it. Sounds mechanical. Yeah, it wasn't the headset. All right, I'm going to call it a night. Thank you guys for hanging out. It was a lot of fun. I'm starting to lose my voice. But I appreciate this. Tomorrow's Father's Day. Enjoy it. And watch some golf, maybe. That's what I'm going to do. I am throwing up a few videos and some shorts, so keep your eyes out for that. Thank you, moderators and super chatters. Mucho gusto, generoso. Appreciate all that love. Oh, let me see. I didn't even hear anything come up on Facebook. Did I just say Facebook? I meant PayPal. Nothing. No PayPal. Oh, wait. Oh, no. But what? But thank you guys. Thank you, newcomers and veterans. Appreciate it. And one thing we do here all the time, I don't care what anybody says, I really feel like we do bring the overall truth to ufology. I know that's hard for some people. You think I'm bitter, you think I'm jealous. I am so far I'm none of those. So far from that, you have no idea. But you could have an idea if you hung out here every Monday through Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern. We do it here. Like I say, truthology. Truthology for ufology for you. That's it. Have a great Father's Day to the fathers out there. I'm not a father, although I had a dog, so he was my son, my furry son. He died on Father's Day 4 years ago. But, and then the year after that, I was in the hospital. Hey, gosh, to Father's Day. All right, we'll see you next time on Goof On. Be safe, be kind, and alien bless.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. God have mercy on your soul.
Control life. Warning. Warning. Failure. Control life. Warning.
Unidentified flying object.